Hi YouTube, this is my, I don't know, fourth attempt at making this video. It is my first video of 2018 and I'm going to try to be quick about this and just make it in one or two, maybe pausing a little bit, one or two takes, because when I recorded it earlier today, I was trying to do it so that I can have a little more light coming in from my window right there, but the audio is just not there. It's horrible. And I see myself talking, but there's no audio, so I'm going to try to be quick about this. So I just want to say hi, my name is Jasmine, and I want to start off by saying thank you to all the subscribers that have stuck with me all this time, and then all the new subscribers. If you did not know, this is generally like crafty channel, and I'm just trying to document some of my crochet items that I've made. And also I like to knit. I'm trying to learn how to knit. I am crafty overall. I think what I'm going to do, and maybe not the next video, but the video after, I'm going to show how to make a bridal brooch bouquet. So it's a lot of things going on with me. I've also started to get into planning in a planner, which I'm about to show you, because I want to be more proactive and make sure that I stick to a schedule and that I try to hold myself accountable if I can do it or not, but I'll have something to show that I did at least have it wrote down. So let's back up a little bit. Last year in 2017, I only made one video. Well, the thing was that my dad got sick. He got sick around the summertime, which would have been a good time for me to record because my job is very slow in the summertime. But he got sick beginning of summer, right when summer hit, he got sick. He had a stroke. And after he had his stroke, we went through a lot because we found out shortly thereafter that he had cancer, and the cancer is what caused the stroke. And then shortly after that, no more than a couple weeks later, he passed away. And then I've also had, since then, I've had about, I want to say about 3 to 4 other family members pass away each month after that. So last year was very rough. And then my job, they give you a certain amount of days off, but you know how that is. It's never really enough time. So then we had to ramp up for the holidays, so it was really really busy. I have been crocheting, but not a lot, and I had to turn down people because of what I was going through. So I did take pictures of some of the items that I made right before he got sick, and I also took pictures of items that I've made afterwards. So I do have some pictures to show, and then I have some pictures to show of items that I haven't showed at all because it was the footage, it was either on my phone or my camera, and I couldn't quite get it off then. So I have that to show you in this video. I'm going to try not to be too talky, but sometimes it happens. Okay, so my goal for this year, 2018, of course, is to make more videos for YouTube. Whether it be, I'm going to try to start making planning videos. So if you're not into that, I understand. But the planning videos is really just to help me get a little bit better and trying to accomplish my goals. So I want to make more YouTube videos. I want to work on my Etsy shop. So if you did not know, I have an Etsy shop for printables, but I didn't dedicate like any time to it last year, and I only have about 200 or so sales, but I've never had more than like I think 10 or 11 items on my shop. So for this year, I've started, one of my goals is to work on my Etsy shop. So I have started to increase what I have on there. So check it out. Go and check it out. Click on the link below. Maybe you know someone who's interested in, something like, mostly everything on there is for wall art, baby shower, weddings, any of those things. So I'll show a couple pictures of my work so you guys can see it. I've been crocheting, so I do have some one item work in progress. I also want to work on, I have personal goals that I'm not going to quite share on here. And then I have, you know, my goals, like I just said, about my YouTube, my Etsy. I'm learning to sew. I been knew how to sew, but I'm trying to learn to sew proficiently so that I can start wearing items. I want to be able to make items for myself and actually wear them. So I want to make some me-made items. And then knitting. Same thing. I want to be able to make socks and shawls and cardigans because knitting looks so much, it lays better than crochet, in my opinion. Okay, so let's get into this video so I can show you some of the items that is actually completed and finished. So one of the items I finished is a hat, nothing special. It is a rectangle, one big rectangle that was then folded in half and then sewn right up here at the top. When I made this video 2 days ago, it actually had a pom-pom, but between Friday and today it came off and I don't know where it is for me to sew it back on. But this is that. Not going to put it on. But yes, this is just one big rectangle to make sure it fits my hair. As you can see, it's kind of thick. So I just want to make sure it fit my head. And then so when I do have it on, I fold it down so I can have a brim. The color does nothing for me. I just wanted something neutral. But I have a white coat, but I didn't want a white hat. And so I was thinking this. But then when I put it on, because I was sick at the beginning of the year, it makes me look washed out. So it's either comfort or, you know, how it looks on. So I go for comfort and warmth. So that's that. Hold on, I need to get something to drink. Okay. The next item is this wrap. Now this wrap I've been working on for maybe like, I don't know, I've been sick from, I think I got sick the, I want to say 11th? No, I got sick before the 11th. I got sick, I want to say on the 8th of this month. And I'm still, it's like, still kind of congested. And then my voice goes in and out. So, yeah. But anyway, while I've been sick and been in the house with the flu, I started on this and I worked on it when I felt a little well to sit up. I worked on this. The only thing this is basically a big rectangle. That was, everything on here is done in half double crochet, but I wanted to give it a little texture, and so I added it's a half double crochet, chain one, half double crochet. And so where you're doing the chain one is actually where you're creating like a hole. So it looks like almost like a mesh type. So it has it this, there, there, and there. So when you put it on, I just really wanted to have this so that when I'm out somewhere and it's kind of cold, I can have something that I can just throw on. And it's not really too many crazy colors. The only thing I really don't like about the Karen cakes is that this is what this one is. It's Karen cakes. That it doesn't have a good transition between colors. So, for instance, right down here, where this oatmeal color stops and the red begins, it just goes from one color to the other one. It's nothing gradual, more like a fade. So it really makes it kind of difficult for like transition colors. So it really just looks like it's in blocks. So that's why I said it's nothing special. I did around the edge add a little of this just to make it a little bit wider and give it a little bit of something different. But I'm sure I can work with this and make it work. It's nothing real special about this. Okay, the next thing is that I have a blanket. To me, I consider it a finished project, even though I need to weave in the ends. But it's a blanket for my little cousin, and I'm going to finish this by next weekend. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's in the planner for me to finish this by next weekend because I'm giving it to him next week. He's 15. He will be 15 in May. He's 14 now, so I'm thinking he'll still like it. But even if he doesn't, he'll still use it because I definitely keep him warm. Because as I was crocheting it, I was hot. So there's this. It has. I'm gonna show you each block. Okay, so the blank is comprised of 3 blocks on the bottom, and then each row up, it's still 3, 3, 3, 3. So I think it's a total of, I'm not sure, but so it's one box that has the right there. So this one is DC Comics, and then it also has one. Get in the frame. It's one solid block next to it. So it's basically one block with the graph, one block solid, one block with the graph. So the next graph is Iron Man. Now this represents Iron Man. It represents basically his palm when the white part that's in the middle, and then the blue part is like when he's being ready, is charging up and he's about to shoot the beam out. So that's what that one is. So above that square is a solid color. And then the next one that you see, because you can see it, this is the top. So let me turn this around. Okay, so the next one above that color, well, below it is Superman. Okay, and so besides Superman is a solid color, and then under that color is Batman. Alright, so moving right along, we have on the other side of Batman, in between Batman is a solid black, and then on the other side of that is Flash. If you are looking for any of the graphs that I'm showing you in here, I have a Pinterest board. In my Pinterest board is different graphs that when you're crocheting or knitting, you can turn it into your work. So check that out. I'll have that in the link below with my Pinterest for the board for the graphs, and I also want to have the one for my crochet. So check it out because you might find something that you've been looking for. Okay, so after that one, we're going to move along to Captain America. He's on his own, a row by himself. On either side of him is a solid color. Okay, and then we're moving down to the bottom of the blanket. Now, we move along to Marvel. Okay, and on middle Marvel, after Marvel, there's a solid color, and then the last graph is Spider-Man. So this is where I'm going to have all the issues and problems because it has a lot of tails to weave in. What ended up happening is because this is the last one I worked on, some of these other ones had long tails when I cut them, so I just used that yarn and put it into this one. So I have a lot of, I've weaved in some, if you can believe. This is all that's left. I weaved in some ends, but there's still a lot of ends to weave in. So that's going to take time. And I really haven't had the time too much because I'm tired and I'm still haven't got my energy back from having the flu. I still have, like, my voice right now, it's kind of scratchy. And then it's not going out today, but yesterday my voice was going out. I was talking and then it just started to go down, and then it sounded weird because it sounded like I had something in my throat, but it didn't. But then I had to clear my throat really good just to get back to talking kind of normal. So who knows? I don't know. So I'm gonna, after this, I'm going to show you pictures. I'm not going to wait toward the end. I'm just going to insert it here, showing you pictures of the items that I finished. And so then we're going to move on to works in progress. What I'm working on right now is a cowl for myself. It's not a cowl. It has a cowl neck, but it's actually a poncho. Okay, so this is this part. And so what happens is the poncho will start from here down or from the other side down, and then you fold this over like so, and it's like that. This pattern is by Simone. I want to say Simone Fields, but I'm going to have it right here, the name of the pattern and who it's by. And it calls for, I don't have the yarn, it calls for drops Nepal yarn. And then I do not like to use the size hooks that it used for, so I substituted. Like it used for an eye hook, and it used for, I think, it might not have been an eye, but it used for a hook that I normally use for something bigger, and I didn't want to look for those needles, so I didn't use it. This one I am using a G hook, and even I did modifications so far even on the pattern, because to do the rib it asks for you to every other row you're doing the front post triple crochet. I tried the triple crochet in this yarn, which is Red Heart Soft, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I know even if I had a bigger needle size, that even with that, I probably wouldn't have liked it anyway. So I just used the hook that I normally use, which is a G hook for this. And then instead of doing it because the hook is smaller, instead of doing it every other for the front post double crochet, I did it every two. So every two is then it falls into I do a front post double crochet. And I did the front post double because I just didn't like the way the triple looked. So that's this. The next time I do a video, I will probably be finished with that. And then I also have pictures of this blanket with the ends woven in. This video is not going to have it. Put that out the way. So that's all I'm working on right now for works in progress. I did start on using the Karen mini cake to make a hat for my little cousin, but I'm going to scrap it because after looking at it, I decided to make myself a shawl with this. So I'm going to, this is my third time using this because this hat right there, I started working on that using the hook it says, and I did not like the way it was turning out. So then I was like, okay, well let me make it a hat just like how I did mine. Well, this is as far as I got. And then looking at the colors, I'm like, I'm probably not going to like that either. So, and this is how much I have left. So instead of me finishing that, I'm just going to frog this and just repurpose it and turn it into a shawl. So yeah, this is one, might as well move on. This is one of my other yarns. I bought 3 of these. So far, I'm not liking the Karen cupcakes. I'm going to repurpose this and see how it turned out. But yeah, I'm not thinking I'm liking it because the other one was a Karen cake. This is what's left. I'm going to add this to my granny square blanket, which I'll show in the next episode, the next time I record. So I'm not really liking this. I'm not feeling it. And then the hat that I made, I'm going to add this to, oh, I have another work in progress. Okay, so, sorry about jumping. So for this one, I started in December so that I could have it ready for when Star Wars came out because I love Star Wars. Besides Star Trek, I love Star Wars. I got as far as this. which technically I could have just finished it, but stuff came up, and so I didn't get far, but this is as far as I got. So instead, I am going to turn this into a blanket. I don't know if it's going to be for me, if it's going to be for somebody else, I don't know. I still have other ideas that I'm working on, so we will see how that turns out. I'm not sure. It's one of those things that I'm not sure, but I'm not going to scrap it. I'm going to keep working on it. If you want to see what the graph looks like, click on my Pinterest because it's in there. And when you see it, then you'll be like, that does kind of look familiar. Maybe that's it. Who knows? But anyway, I bought 2 of these. It's the Madrid by, who is this by? Loops and Thread. This is a chunky, a bulky yarn, and the color is slate, and it's 350 yards. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, I'm not even sure if I still have any left from that hat. Probably. Excuse me. Probably do. So I'm probably just going to add this to my blanket, the one that I just showed you, because it's going to have the same colors. It's going to be a different texture, but it's going to be around the edges, so it won't even really matter. So that's that. Or I'm gonna do something with it. It's almost February, so soon in like 40 days, it said it's gonna be spring. So we're not gonna even need it. Okay, another yarn that I got was this. I got this one from Joann, and I will be making this into a shawl because looking at that one, isn't that just darling? How it just ombres into the next color. I'm not going to use that pattern, but I'm going to definitely make a same kind of shawl, you know, almost like the half triangle. I will definitely be doing that. So this is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. The color is True Blue. It is 10 ounces, so I know I'm going to have enough yarn. And then this will go toward like one of my me-made items that I'll probably wear if I have like on, you know, coordinating colors and stuff. So yeah, this is like, what is this? It's a medium 4 plies, 100% acrylic. So it's going to be machine washable and dryable. So win-win. It just costs too much. I got this from Joann. It's the only place I can find it. And this ball costs like I think it was like $7.99, $9.99, something like that. And I used a 60% off coupon. So I know if I go back to get more, it's not going to be in the same dye lot, so I'll have to work around that. But anything with dye lots is workable. I'm not going to show all the yarn I have, just what I got recently. So I got this last year, and I also got one more. Well, not one, it's like 5 more last year. So I got this one. It's by Baracco. It's Baracco. What is this? Baracco Ultra Alpaca. And I can always do it using wool, but it has to be with something else. It has to be blended with something else. 100% wool and me don't work. So this is 50% superfine alpaca and 50% Peruvian wool. So the owner where I got this from, her store, she did wind it up for the cake for me. So she was very nice. So I know I'll probably be going back to her. I won't be buying stuff for other people out of the store because I don't see myself spending the amount I spent on this one for somebody else, for making something for somebody. Because most people, they want you to make something for them, but they don't want to spend a lot of money. So this is for me. I got 2 of the gray ones. I got 1 purple one, 1 black one, and 1 blue one. Let's see if I can do a little bit better. So yeah, this is going to be for me. I got 5 balls of yarn. And let's see, I think the only thing I have left to show you is a book that I saw while I was in the store. not a book, a magazine. This one. And what caught my eye is this red sweater right here with the hood. So I'm going to definitely be making that this year. And then I'm going to show you just the pictures back here. I am going to be making, it's a cuddle up poncho, which is this one. Oops. And then it's a dress, which is supposed to be that one. So that's all I'm going to show you right now. And I'm definitely will be showing it to you when I actually do it. Because this video is getting kind of long. And I still have to add the pictures that I want to show you guys. The last thing I'm going to show you is what I'm going to use to help me get my goals, to get myself more situated, to get myself more organized. And it's right here. Is my planner. I got this from Michael's. It's a Recollections. It was 60% off, I think. And I'm usually getting happy planners. But when I was going through the planners at Michael's, I just wasn't feeling some of those. And when I saw this one, the mermaid, but the cover does come off. So I am going to switch that out. Probably make my own and stick it on here for the front and back. I kept the little insert things, these little papers on here. It's like the way it looks. Eventually I'll take it off. So when you open it up, find the beauty in everything, which is, I love that quote. And I love the way it has the, sorry about it's getting washed out. I love the way it has the calendar in the front. And then it has a place for your yearly goals. And then it has your important contacts, which I have yet to fill out. Well, let me show you what I'm planning on doing for the year. Now, when I got this beginning of the year, I was sick, so I'm going to go back and then plan just so I can add in the days that I was sick. Because my job keeps account of everything, but I like to keep account myself because sometimes they have been wrong, and that's my money. So I need to keep account. So what I'm going to start doing is this in a month, for each month, on a day. Now these up here at the top, like that one and that one, I love I love Star Wars. I've already told you guys that. So those printables, these are printables. I printed it on my printer, and then I used scissors and I cut it out and stuck it in here. So I'm going to decorate it, make it a little fun, it's one of the other hobbies I have. So I put the things for this month that I have to keep account of, because you know, money gets taken out your account, but you're never sure like what's going on. So I did that, and I did start to do like this week. This is the week I started to feel better, so I filled it in a little bit more. And then this was last week, which is today is Sunday the 28th. So I have to finish filling that out for today, because I like to fill them out day by day instead of filling them out ahead of time. Because day by day is more of an accurate, you know, it's more accurate. So yeah. I think that one came out pretty cute. And so that's that, which will be the last week for this in this month. And then we go to, now I haven't filled this one out yet. I just put the stickers in. But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get myself organized so that I know when stuff is due, so that I can make sure I have money in my account to pay those off. And I also want to start saving. I know I need to cook more, so I'm going to do that, but I also want to cook healthy. With me being sick, I've lost, I want to say, I'm not sure the exact weight, I just know it's between 15 and 20 pounds. And that is when I got sick on the, I want to say 8th or 9th. And then I weighed myself on, let's see what date it was. I weighed myself on the 20th. And when I weighed myself on the 20th, it showed I lost over 15 pounds. That's a lot of weight to lose within such a short period of time. I just couldn't eat and couldn't keep anything down. So I need to keep account of, because I also have other health problems. So I need to start keeping account better of, what's going on with me. So that when the doctor asks me, I can just look in here. Or if I was off a day at work, I can just look in here. Or if I know I worked today and they sent my hours, I can just look in here because I'll have everything documented. So this is what I just filmed. I have to edit it. But so yeah, this is what I just filmed, which was like a horizontal plan with me. So yeah, I have to fill that out. But it came out awfully cute. So I love working with the horizontal. A lot of people like doing the verticals, but I love this horizontal. I do know now that some stickers that I use, once you put it down, you can't pull it back up, so that's a bummer. Found that out on Friday. This one, I'm going to have to put some tape on it or something to make sure it doesn't come up, but I'll figure that out later. And then in the back, I'm starting to get my W-2s for the year, so I'm trying to keep account of that. And then back here, I also have, and these come with stickers. So in the back of this one, it did come with some stickers, but yeah. That's that. So what I'm going to do is, like, even toward the back of here, it has like these blank spots, and I'm just going to start using it. It has lined paper for notes. And I did fill out something. I'm not going to show you guys, but I did fill out something so that I can see where what my recurring bills are. What my status is for the month, because I use Credit Karma on my phone, and so I want to see what's out there for me, and if anything's going down, that type of thing. So yeah, that's what I'm going to use to help me pay off bills and to get organized. Eventually, I'll probably start putting like recipes in here of things that I really like, or ingredients, so that I'll have something to refer to. And I think that's about it. I will be showing videos sometime in the future. It's going to be have videos on here about, I'm going to, in like maybe, I'm trying to do it by the weekend in stages. I'm going to record a how to make a brooch bouquet. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I'm going to show my progress on the poncho I'm making. I bought another pattern by Ira Rott. It's the elephant pillow. So I'm going to be making that for someone because I want to send it to her. And then I am about to start, haven't did it yet, I'm about to start another blanket, but this was for my auntie. So if you're watching, auntie, I have not forgotten about you. But so much has been going on, so I haven't started on the blanket for you. But that's in my foreseeable future. And then I need to help. I'm helping with a party, and then a surprise party. So that's all I'm going to say. And then need to get stuff ready for my little cousin. He's graduating 8th grade this year, hopefully. So yeah, that's about it. And then I have to move. So it's a lot of stuff going to be going on at the beginning of this half of the year. So I just hope I'm able to get back on track and start making videos, because I do miss them. I think that is about it. So I'm going to show you the pictures now. I'm going to show you guys the pictures that I made for my Etsy shop. So I will see you guys later. Hopefully soon, hopefully in a week or two, I'll be able to get back on here and try to get like on a regular schedule so I can at least make maybe 1 to 2 videos a month. So we'll see. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.